Alright class, so I'm going to do this video about grouping. Okay, this is what we did the other day in class, where we did that long problem that took forever. That's this one. Okay, so I'm going to use my two colors, same time like last time. If I have four different terms, then I'm going to try to group. It's easier that way. So what can I group here? Let me use my colors. I'm going to start with this one right here for one color, and this one right here for the other color. So for my green, what's in common? Well, they both have factor of 2, and they both have x squared. So let me factor out the 2x squared. So factor out 2x squared. Okay, factor out 2x squared. And then I do, what does that leave me with? 2x squared times what is 2x to the third times x. 2x squared times what is negative 6x squared minus 3. Okay, then I look at the blue. Knowing I also want to get this same thing inside right here, this 2x minus 3. Okay, what can I factor then? Well, that would be a 6. 6 times x, 6x. 6 times negative 3 is negative 18. So that must mean I make this negative. Negative 6 times negative 3 is positive 18. All of it is still equal to 0. From here, I'm going to rewrite this as, take these two front things together. I'm going to have two terms, 2x to the third minus 6 times x minus 3. So like I did earlier, this here, this 2x to the third is from this first term. This is from the blue. And this x minus 3 is from the green and the blue. Equal to 0. Alright, I'm going to separate this. So I have two parts. I have 2x to the third. 2x squared. 2x squared minus 6 equals 0. X minus 3 equals 0. Let me do this one first, it's easier. Plus 3, x equals 3 here. Let's do this one, plus 6 to both sides. That's 2x squared equals 6. Divided by 2, I have x squared equals 3. When I square root both sides, opposite of squared, square root. I square root here, both sides. That is x equals positive negative square root of 3. So that gives me a total of 3 solutions. Then of course you want to check it to make sure it's correct. So let's just note right now that the solutions are x equals 3, positive root 3, and negative root 3. Okay, and let's see if that's correct. So I'm going to do the check like I told you guys earlier. Let's check it. I'm going to rewrite the original equation here. So that is, let's see, 2 times x to the third. Let's do the check for x equals 3 first. Okay, 2 times 3 to the third minus 6 times 3 squared minus 6 times 3 plus 18 equals 0. Alright, let's see if this works. So 3 to the third, 3 times 3 is 9, times 3 is 27. So 2 times 27 minus 3 times 3 is 9, right? So 6 times 9 minus 18 plus 18. Okay, 2 times 27 is, assuming it's 54, minus 54, minus 18 plus 18 equals 0. 54 minus 54 is 0. Negative 18 plus 18 is 0. 0 equals 0. Okay, you're good. Let's check root 3. Okay. So again, same thing. 2 times root 3 to the third minus 6 times root 3 squared minus 6 times root 3 plus 18. equals 0. Okay, so root 3 times root 3, do a little side note here. Remember, two roots multiplied together, it's like the roots going away. It's root squared. So all that leaves me with is 3. That is literally root 3 squared, which equals 3. Square it and the squared cancel out. So I basically have 2 times 3, which is 6, and then also another root 3. So that's 6 root 3. Minus, we said earlier, root 3 times root 3 is 3. So 6 times 3 is 18. Minus, well, 6 root 3 is right here, plus 18 equals 0. 6 root 3 minus 6 root 3, 0. Negative 18 plus 18, 0. 0 equals 0. Check. Okay, so far, your x equals 3 is good, your x equals root 3 is good. Let's do our last check. This up here, check. X equals negative root 3. Alright, so let's set it up again. 2 times negative root 3 to the third minus 6 times negative root 3 squared minus 6 times 3 negative root 3 plus 18 equals 0. Okay, so negative root 3, side note, negative root 3 times negative root 3 equals, that is negative root 3 squared. So if we said earlier that root 3 squared is 3, what do you guys think negative root 3 squared is? Well, negative times negative is a positive, and then root 3 times 3, we said it was root times root is the number, so 3, right? But again, I have a negative in front now to the third, so this is going to be, the other one was 6 root 3 was positive, this is going to be negative 6 root 3 minus, okay, root 3 squared, root 3 times root 3, negative times negative is positive, so it's just 3, so 6 times 3 minus negative times negative here is positive, so I'm going to put that as positive 6 root 3 plus 18 equals 0. Okay, so 6 times 3, that's 18, so I have negative 6 root 3 minus, up here, minus 18 plus 6 root 3 plus 18 equals 0. Negative 18 plus 18 is 0. Negative 6 root 3 plus 6 root 3 is also 0. 0 equals 0. Okay, so you're good. So this was correct the first time. All 3 solutions are going to work for you. Okay, and this is the steps from the beginning. If it helps you, use your colors. If it doesn't, that's totally fine too. But this is the way of grouping. Next video to come.